Good morning, guys. We're here for our morning, I'll say pop in. This is our morning pop in, our Saturday morning pop in. Y'all know I usually like to try to pop in on you guys on Saturday mornings, okay? So we're going to get in a couple topics right quick. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Saturday, okay? Let's get into the show. Everything said in the video is alleged, in my opinion, and is used for fair use and entertainment, okay? Let's get on into the show because we do not do the 10-minute mark on this channel, honey. We just jump on in. So let's do it. Let's do it. All right. Yes, honey. So shout out to Celebrity Word. As you guys can see, they are taking a break this weekend from the Cassie Diddy case, Diddy case, where Cassie was testifying. Cassie is done testifying in the case, but her husband, Alex Fine, had some things to say after sitting through days of Cassie sitting on the stand and testifying to some very gruesome things that she went through with Diddy, including sexual abuse, physical abuse, you name it. We're going to get into what he had to say as a statement after all of that. Sorry. Let's get into what he had to say. All right. So it says that you did not break her spirit nor her smile. So that's a message to Diddy, letting Diddy know, with everything that you did to Cassie, she's not broken. She's strong. And we're going to continue to be a family. He's strong. He's going to stick by her. That's her husband. They're expecting another baby. They already have 2 kids that they are raising together. And she has some normalcy with Alex Fine. I think Alex came in and kind of saved her because he was Diddy's trainer and Cassie's trainer as well. And Cassie began seeing him and confiding in him, and she wound up being in a relationship with him, and she ran off to be with him, and Diddy was upset, and he taunted her for years. But now they're married and they have a family, but he has something to say. Let's get into his comment into his statement and what he said after Cassie's brave testimony in this trial. All right. Let's read. It says, over the past 5 days, the world has gotten to witness the strength and bravery of my wife, freeing herself of her past. It says that there has been speculation online surrounding how it must feel for me to sit there and listen to my wife's testimony. He goes on to say that I have felt so many things sitting there. I have felt tremendous pride and overwhelming love for Cass. He says, I have felt profound anger that she has been subjected to sitting in front of a person who tried to break her. So to him and all those who helped him along the way, please know this, said that you did not break her spirit nor her smile that lights up every room, said that you did not break the souls of a mother who gives the best hugs and plays the silliest games with our little girls, said that you did not break the woman who has made me a better man. And that's according to her husband. Come on, Alex. All right, I like that. You better stand up for her, because see, a lot of people's like, how can he stay with Cassie after hearing all the things that she did with Diddy? It's called love. I'm pretty sure they had a long conversation before she sat down and said, hey, I'm going to go and testify and talk about all the things that happened between Diddy and I. I'm pretty sure they had a conversation. It's understood that he was going to be her support system, because that's what he's supposed to do as her husband. He is her helpmeet. She's no longer with Diddy. She's not in love with Diddy. She's moving on. She's obviously married him. They have a family. That had to be hard, obviously, for him to sit there and hear those things, but knowing deep down that the two of them have a bond and they made a pact to support each other through this. Him being there, just her being able to look over when she felt weak, testifying in this case, and to be able to see him, that gave her strength to be able to continue, even being pregnant, 8.5 months pregnant. Okay, because y'all know when you're pregnant, child, you're emotional. And they did say she became emotional a lot on the stand, which she should, because that was a lot of that stuff she was reliving again was very sad and very triggering. But it was great for her to be able to look over and gain some strength from her husband. And I'm glad that he made a statement, because he got a lot of backlash from being there and hearing this as well. People were thinking he was going to leave Cassie after hearing all the things that she came out and talked about. But I'm sure over the years since they've been together, she's, talked about some things with him. And he was also there. Like I said, he was her trainer. He was Diddy's trainer. So a lot of things that she was going through, she was talking to him because she had nobody else to talk to. So that's what a lot of people have to realize. Alex Fine, her now husband, was there, and she confided in him with a lot of things, and he helped her get away from Diddy. So he's very much so aware of a lot of the things that were talked about in this particular case when she testified for those 5 days. So shout out to her. Shout out to her. I applaud him. Okay, I applaud him. But let's get up off that. Oh, was there more? I think it was one more thing. Hold on. Yeah. Oh, he. Oh my God. Why'd I end it? It was more. It was more. I'm sorry. It's on the other side. I looked at it. It was just one page. So let me get back in, y'all. Let me give y'all all of what was said. I'm over here about the. Let's continue, y'all. Let's go. Okay. So this is the last page. He says, I did not save Cassie. He says that as some have said, to say that is an insult to the years of painful work that my wife has done to save herself. Said that Cassie saved Cassie. Said that she alone broke free from abuse, coercion, violence, and threats. Said that she did the work of fighting the demons that only a demon himself could have done to her. He talking about Diddy. Says that all I have done is love her as she has loved me. Says that her life is now surrounded by love, laughter, and our family. This horrific chapter is forever put behind us, and we will not be making additional statements. He said that we appreciate all of the love and support, and we have received. He said that we have asked that you respect our privacy as we welcome our son into the world that is now safer because of his mom. And that's what her husband has said. Okay, so that's the last and final piece to what he had to say in his statement. I love that, child. I ain't got nothing negative to say about that. That's her husband. Yes, honey, he love her. He's not judging her. He's not like, oh, really? That's nasty. Oh, I can't be with you no more. Nah, he's sticking right there and he's staying. All right, that's a man he's sent from God, honey. Because baby, some men would have hightailed it up out of there after hearing some of those statements and things that she actually went through. But you got to realize. You got to realize she was made to do those things. When a person make you be on drugs and do those things, and some of the things that I'm hearing this morning, it can't even really be talked about. My God, the way Diddy did this girl. I'm surprised she's still alive, to be honest with you. I'm surprised that this girl is still alive after all the things that she's been through. All right. Because I've been up watching videos and listening to transcripts and stuff like that. It's so bad, y'all. It's so bad. The things that this girl went through after being with Diddy. He used her. Y'all know Diddy said he had a fetish for voyeurism. If y'all don't know what voyeurism is when a person enjoys watching another person be with multiple people doing sick, sadistic shit. Okay. Yeah, this girl was made to be intimate with strange men while on her cycle. Okay. And 2 and 3 men inside her body at the same time, while Diddy sat there and filmed this girl being humiliated. And when she decided on that video, on the CNN video, she decided she did not want to do this shit no more. He chased her down and literally drug her back to the room to further humiliate herself. So I'm proud of her for being brave enough to sit up there and talk about these egregious things, because it was a lot, y'all. I can't even get into some of the shit that was done, because child, it's a lot. That shit broke my heart, because she a whole grown ass woman. All right, but let's get into some new developments that Diddy's legal team is trying to present to the courts to get him out of all this shit that he's found himself into. He needs to be under the fucking jail. Now, I ain't got nothing else for Diddy, but let's get into this child, because they're grasping for straws, because I think they know Diddy's not gonna be able to beat this trial. His ass is definitely gonna be locked up. Like I said, with everything that he has against him, I don't think he is going to fight every single case or charge that they have against him, which we know to be sex trafficking, racketeering, sexual assault, and prostitution. Okay, so let's get into it. Diddy's legal team hints that he may have a possible bipolar disorder condition. Okay, now they're trying to say he might be crazy. He might be, but nigga, you still gonna be charged for these crimes. Okay. It says that in a dramatic moment during Diddy's federal trial, says that his legal team suggested for the first time that the music mogul may suffer from bipolar disorder. Says a move that could reshape the narrative in the high-profile case centered on sex trafficking, racketeering, and sexual assault allegations. It says that the claim surfaced during the cross-examination of Combs' former partner, Cassandra Cassie Ventura, who accused Combs of R-wording her back in 2018. Says that when asked whether his strange behavior that night may be linked to bipolar disorder, Ventura replied, "I guess so." Well, see, the tricky thing about that is she's not a doctor and she cannot diagnose him. If he does not have a diagnosis from a doctor, then you cannot go by hearsay and say he's acting a certain type of way. So his defense is trying to pull anything that they can. Like I just told y'all yesterday, they were trying to make Cassie's testimony stretch over until Monday with the hopes that she would go into labor, being that she's under a lot of stress from her testimony from this week of 5 days. I do know that I think they said on day 3, she had to sit on the stand for 8 straight hours and talk about these FO situations, which you guys know, they said she was crying, she was emotional. So they were, I guess, trying to push her into maybe early labor, could have been. But so they were trying to stretch her testimony until that Monday, hoping that she would then be gone into labor and that they could probably throw out her testimony or to have the trial or a mistrial. Okay, y'all remember I told y'all that. So now his team is trying to say, oh, it was just bipolar disorder. He can't be charged with these because he's bipolar. No, hell no. All right. Let's continue. So now they're saying, since Cassie said, I guess he might have had it, they're trying to go off that, but she's not a doctor to diagnose him. So let's continue. This possible diagnosis has not been confirmed by Combs, but appears to be a strategy to contextualize the alleged volatile behavior described by witnesses. Said the legal experts say that it could either be softened, soften the jury's perception or complicate the prosecution's case. It says that Ventura spent 4 days detailing what she called a decade of emotional manipulation, physical abuse, and forced participation in drug-fueled sex parties. Said that she claimed that Combs controlled every aspect of her life and subjected her to violent outbursts, leaving her battling PTSD and addiction. Said that she sought professional treatment in 2023. Now, the trial unfolding in Manhattan federal court is expected to continue through June. Wow. Says that additional witnesses are scheduled to testify, including former Danity Kane member Don Richard, which she testified on yesterday. Aubrey O'Day, which I found out today, Aubrey has said that she will not be testifying in the trial. Okay. That just came out today. You guys can search every social media platform. It's there. TMZ just posted it as well. Aubrey O'Day, former member of Danity Kane, is not going to be testifying, but Don Richard started her testimony on yesterday, and she will resume that on this coming Monday. It says that they former members that have testified who have also alluded to disturbing experiences within Combs' orbit. So they've witnessed some things that they've seen and or know about as related to Diddy. But Diddy's, as you guys may not know, we just read that Diddy's legal team, they're trying to now through the narrative that Diddy may have bipolar disorder, which is why those things were done, and to try to get him off on those charges. I don't feel like that's going to stick. I hope it don't. But they're throwing everything they can out there to get him off. All right. Let's move on. New developments. We're going to get off this in a second because I know you guys are probably tired of hearing about Diddy, but I got to give you guys every single solitary detail that I can come across so that you guys will be in the know. All right. Next thing. As you guys may also know, with the case going on, Diddy has a lot of people who still support him. And they have free Diddy protesters, you guys, that are being paid $20 an hour to stand out front of the courthouse and protest and say free Diddy. So they're trying to paint this picture for his image of people who still support Diddy, people who still love Diddy, and they're paying these people $20 an hour. Okay, let's watch this. Shout out to Mama Tried to Tell You, because that's why I saw it.
Why do you feel that way?
So these are all paid protesters. You can get $20 an hour if you wear a t-shirt.
You gotta speak up.
She just got recruited, right?
I refuse.
You said no.
No.
It wasn't worth the 20?
No, but like he told me that it's for a Diddy coin, so I'm not really sure what that is. Yeah, they just tried to pay me $20 to wear a free puffy shirt.
Stop. I could tell because
The lady right there, she just kept convincing me to go wear a shirt, and I'm like, I'm good.
so just $20. And if you need $20, all you have to do is wear a free puff shirt. And you said no.
Yeah, I said.
So y'all see this? So they're paying people $20 to put on a free Diddy t-shirt in support of Diddy to help keep his image in a certain type of way, because he's getting trashed in the courtroom. But outside of the courtroom, they want people to make it seem that he still have a lot of fans and people who love him and support him, to try to change the narrative of all the things that's being said about him. So just random people coming up, hey, do you want a free Diddy? Do you want to get $20? You want to make $20? Here, put on this free Diddy t-shirt and you can be a protester and get paid for that. So you're paying people to maybe feel a way that they really don't feel just for $20. Okay, let's continue.
Did they say how many hours?
$20 an hour. And she told me she got paid like $60 yesterday for standing out there in 3 hours.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'll see these.
Why do you feel that way?
So these are all paid protesters. You can get $20 an hour if you wear a t-shirt.
You gotta speak up.
She just got recruited, right?
I refuse.
You said no.
So they try to ask her to do it. They were going to give her $20 to put on the free Diddy t-shirt. She said, no, I don't blame her, honey. Don't compromise your beliefs and how you feel about this damn case for no damn $20. $20 ain't shit. And even if they paid $1,000, it still don't make it right. At the end of the day, you got desperate people out there that'll do anything for a buck and look stupid as hell. Or say, hey, let's say it this way. You do anything for a buck that looks stupid as fuck for a person that you know is guilty. I mean, you saw the video that CNN put out where this nigga was dragging this girl and abusing her on camera. So if he did that in public, what do you think he did in private? But you have some ignorant people who will go up for that and will also say, well, she could have left. Like I said yesterday, no, it's called putting fear and instilling fear and control in a person. And let's not forget about the good old Stockholm syndrome that we also broke down yesterday as well. But we do have people that are dumb as hell that will stand out here and put on a damn t-shirt to promote an abuser. But what if that would have been your daughter? What if that would have been your niece, with your loved one, somebody who is related to you that went through the things that Cassie went through, and you gonna put on a damn t-shirt and take $20 to say free a nigga who you know should be locked up? I cannot with some people. Let's move on though, honey. All right, so Safari Samuels from Love and Hip Hop Child, who quit the show with nothing else going on, he had a lot to say about what he feels Cassie should do as well as her husband. So let's get into Safari. That's him at the top. I am Safari. Shout out to the Shade Room. Now, Safari says, if I was Cassie, I'd take that money and leave America and live a peaceful life on an island where nobody would know me. He says that 10 million can last a lifetime if you live normal, says the person who puts on fake ass furs riding around on a damn ATV in the middle of summer. Okay. He also goes on to say, if I was Cassie's husband, I wouldn't care about nothing she's saying either, because it was all before me. He says that I would just know that I need to turn my freak up a million notches. Okay. Now, I low-key agree a little bit about the first part that he says, if I was her, yes, like you already have $20 million. Now you get ready to get another 10 million. I would take that money and my kids and get the fuck out of America. And then, yeah, probably go on an island somewhere where nobody don't know me, where I can live peacefully. Nobody ain't saying shit to me. Nobody's asking me nothing after all the stuff that she's talked about and that she's revealed that she was involved in. Yeah, I probably would, and just pop back in whenever I felt like it. But I don't think she needs to do anything extra, or her husband doesn't need to do anything extra, because obviously they're happy, as you guys just heard the statement that was read that he put out after her testimony. Obviously, he ain't going nowhere. Obviously, he support her, and obviously he don't need to turn shit up if they just expecting a third baby. So I think he doing what he needs to do. They got 3 kids over there. Okay, so I feel like they are right. What y'all think? Okay, so Safari, shut your ass up. Moving on, child. Okay, you can't keep no relationship. Every relationship you get into, crazy ass Erica Mena. Okay, maybe her ass, maybe you should have moved to another country or to another island instead of marrying Erica Mena. That would have been a great thing. Your ass wouldn't be that crazy. But let's move on. Porsha and Shamea, child, still going at it, and now Porsha's mama have been brought in the middle of it, and Shamea, child, and Porsha are going at it via social media. Lord, let's get into it. All right. Porsha calls out Shamea and says, don't fuck with my mom. And this is fair warning. Now, y'all know that Porsha likes to fight. Now, I don't know if Shamea got hands or not. We know she can twerk good, but I hope you're not twerking when somebody's trying to windmill on your ass. but we do know that Porsha got hands, all right? And especially when you get to talking about somebody's mama, that just increased the windmill on your ass. So let's get into it. So it says, Porsha says to Shamea, says that I'm going to just say this. I'm watching a new episode at Shamea Morton. Says that now don't take it there. Don't imply shit about Diane Williams, which is Porsha's mama. Okay. She says that I've been keeping it quiet, and you can do and say what you want in me. Says, but hear me when I say wrong road. Y'all know that's Porsha's favorite thing to say. Says, talking about, well, your mom thought my mom was a friend, knowing goddamn well what she did to my mom was highly egregious. I didn't even know she could spell egregious. Anyway, it says that don't do it. Keep playing victim and that BS. Don't F with my mom, okay? So that is the message that Porsha sent out, a warning sent out to Shamea from Porsha. Things are getting ugly, child. It's looking like somebody might get their hands upon them here soon. So Porsha also says that you said it on TV, new episode 11, says that now saying that I'm in, says now saying I'm it in public, says just stop. Fair warning at Shamea. So Porsha issues a fair warning to Shamea, honey. And we're going to see if Shamea responds. Their friendship is taking a huge hit being on this damn show. Most of it, I feel that Porsha is very jealous of Shamea and the limelight that she is getting, and the fact that Shamea is now looked at more so as the star of Real Housewives of Atlanta versus Porsha, who was supposed to be viewed as the star of the show. Shamea has the bigger house. Shamea still has her husband, the family, all the things that Porsha always wanted. And I think that she always wanted Shamea to stay behind her and not necessarily in front of her. But Shamea is becoming a fan favorite this season, and Porsha does not like that. And now the questions have come out to say that, that Porsha's mother is not being loyal and or talking sense into Porsha, since Shamea and Porsha have been friends over 20 years. And Porsha is taking an offense to Shamea speaking up and bringing her mother, Diane, into the situation. So Porsha has now issued a fair warning to Shamea. All right. And what comes after the warning? Is it the hands? I don't know. But when we find out, we will be back to let everyone watching know. Okay. Yes, honey. Shamea was not done because she talks about, let me go ahead and share so y'all can watch it with me. All right. Child. They doing the most. Y'all hear me? My God. All right. So Shamea thinks that Porsha's comment about Cynthia being her second Lauren, y'all know Lauren is her sister. Okay. Lauren is Porsha's sister, was a dig at her. Says that 20 years and you still don't like my ass. Let's get into it, child. So Shamea is talking to Andy on Watch What Happens Live, and this clip came out. So I definitely want to play it after this warning was sent out to Shamea, child. Let's get into it.
Parents always raised me to, things that happen in the household, let them stay in the household. Our business is our business. So that's how I was trying to operate. And they're like, well, if she does it publicly, you owe it to everybody to tell us how you publicly handled it. I'm like, what? I don't owe it to y'all. Right. Y'all haven't been a part of our friendship for 20 plus years. Well, apparently we're not that close. We ain't really friends like that. Cynthia's her, closest one that's kind of like Lauren. So.
You feel that that's...
Oh, all of those are digs and things. But girl, whatever. You got it. How do you feel? I got it now. I heard you. Between 20 years, you still don't like my ass.
You feel like the ladies got in the middle of your friendship?
But they would never have been allowed to do that if it was just me. You know, the fact that she opened up and allowed our friendship to be open for discussion, it behooves me. I don't understand it.
What was going through your mind when Porsha constantly referred to herself as a piece of shit during tonight's Sister Search?
Woe is me. Let me make myself the victim. And that is something that you are not.
Was Porsha's comment about you sounding like Drew on your song, The Straw That Broke the Camel's Back, or were you feeling frustrated with
I was absolutely frustrated about it. And a lot of things that Porsha and I talk about are not necessarily on camera or in front of the group, because I never want to feel like I'm outing my friend in front of the group. We were close prior to me becoming a part of this group. I want to give her that grace of, let me not say that. Thank you for the grace. But, I want to give her that without seeming like I'm trying to put her out there. My parents always
their friendship is taking a hit. A lot of it has to do with Porsha being very selfish and self-centered in this situation, from what I can see on my side of things. Do I feel like Shamosha? Do I feel like Shamea really wanted to be more so into the limelight, and she saw her opportunity once she, got married? Her lifestyle has changed since her husband, who has quite a bit of money. She feels like, hey, I can walk past some of these hoes too that's on this show. I can live up to what they lived up to as well. Y'all know that Candy spoke up for Shamea to get a peach on this show. So now that she has her peach, she has the show improved this season, okay? And she is doing that. She's doing what she needs to do. She got her song out. It's doing very well. I was in my car the other day riding, and I heard her song come up on my in my car. I was like, oh, okay, come on, Shamea. Yes, honey. So she is out here moving and shaking and doing some things, okay? Yeah, on my Sirius radio, I was like, is that Shamea coming up? Yes, honey, that was Shamea. And she sounds great. She's doing her thing. Her family dynamic is great. She's doing well on the show. Her fan base is growing. And that could be a little it could strike a little jealousy in her friend Porsha over there. Who knows? But they've been friends for 20 years. I hope that they can maybe go to some therapy and iron it out. If not, then move the fuck on. I said yesterday, I ain't about to beg nobody to be cool or cordial with me. If I see you moving funny, then I'm gonna go ahead and move the other way, honey. I beg no one. I ain't chasing your ass, but we damn sure the fuck will replace you. All right, and that's how it will be on Porsha. You send me a warning, bitch, and you out of there. That's how it go. Especially a public warning, because you got my phone number and you can call me if there's an issue between you and I. But when you turn that shit public and you want to put a public warning out, sending a subliminal message towards me, bitch, I ain't got no more for you. And that's what I would tell that if I was Shamea, I would tell Porsha that, honey. Okay, you ain't got but one time to play in my face like that, bitch, and I will never F with you again. All right, but moving on. That's just that on that. All right. 11 inmates have escaped, you guys, from a New Orleans jail through a hole beneath the toilet, you guys. And they left a message saying that, hey, this was easy. So 11, now they've already caught up with 2 of the guys that escaped. So the rest of the guys are still running around amok, as they call it, child. Let's get into it, honey. Down there in New Orleans, I hope they ain't still in New Orleans, honey. If you escape, I hope you're not staying in the same damn state. Get your ass far away from there if you trying to you ain't doing nothing but gonna get more time when they catch your ass, okay, on top of the time you had. If you was about to get out in a year or so or a couple years, shit, they don't add some more time on there. But they're going to catch you eventually, because you got to have IDs and all of that stuff in order to do what you need to do out in these streets. You got to be able to work and support yourself. Like something, you got to have to, at some point, be out. and people gonna recognize you now that your pictures are plastered everywhere and your ass going to get turned right back in. So 2 of the 11 have been found. Okay, let's get into it. 11 inmates escaped from a New Orleans jail through a hole beneath the toilet, child. Let's get into it.
Another story that's breaking this hour: 1 person caught and 10 still on the loose after escaping from a New Orleans jail. That jail now on lockdown amid a massive manhunt across the area. Sheriff's office says that 11 inmates had escaped from the Orleans Justice Center. Officials now urging the community to use extreme caution, warning that these 10 inmates who are still on the loose should be considered armed and dangerous.
Now we're going to try and go through a little bit of the timeline of events. The detainees began yanking on a cell to pull it off track. That was around 12:23 a.m. They were able to break open a door. There was a corrections monitoring technician in the pod module to be watching that. They were still able to exit the jail about 1:01 a.m. after breaching a wall behind a toilet in the jail. And based on video surveillance, they were seen exiting a door on the docks where we normally bring in supplies, scaling a wall and running across the interstate. We have indication that these detainees received assistance in their escape from individuals inside of our department. And the escape was discovered during a routine head count at 8:30 a.m. It's almost impossible, not completely, but almost impossible for anybody to get out of this facility without help from the outside.
Y'all see that? Look.
Another story that's breaking this hour: 1 person.
All right, so y'all see that? Let me pull up the other pictures that I pulled up so y'all can see, child, how they up and got out of there, baby. They tore that place up. Let me pull it up because I saw it on another site, child. Hold on. right, so y'all can see this shit. I was like, yo, they was doing the most. Okay, so let's show the pictures of them, and then I'm gonna show y'all. Hold on. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna show you guys the picture of how they got out, and then I'm gonna show y'all the actual pictures of the inmates, just in case y'all run across one, child, because you know a lot of them, they be on these dating sites trying to find a place to stay. Now everybody on dating sites are looking for love. Got some people on there looking for a place to stay. So I'm gonna put their pictures up so y'all can see these crazy fools, and abort mission for those of you out there on the stroll looking for a good old man. All right, so y'all can see on my screen, child, they done tore the whole damn toilet out. So y'all know the toilet in jail, child, as you guys see the toilet in the damn sink is on the same little thing over there. I don't know if I want to brush my teeth and be right there by the damn toilet where somebody else done been at. But anyway, they done pulled the whole damn thing from up there, and then they done left a note with an arrow here saying too easy. Y'all see that? All right, let's look at them. See how they did that? They tore that shit out of there and got through there, honey. Somebody missed a few meals to squeeze through there. But child, they done left notes and everything back for the damn police. So that shit nasty. Look at that. And tore the damn pipe down and every damn thing. So that's how they got out. Y'all see that? Ooh, child. Baby. Okay, they said that the New Orleans Sheriff Susan Hudson, child, reveals that the inmates who recently escaped from the New Orleans Parish Jail likely had help from within her own department, child. So somebody within sounds like they helped as well. Said that she emphasized that the breakout wouldn't have been possible without access to tools that the inmates shouldn't have had. All right. So somebody gave them a wrench or a screwdriver, monkey wrench, something up in their child. They asses done got up out of there. All right. So let's get over. All right, so let's go ahead and put up their pictures so that you guys will know these inmates that escaped. All right, you run across some child, gonna turn them in. You might have a little reward money waiting for you. All right, so 11 inmates escaped from the New Orleans Parish Jail in Louisiana. Here they go. All right, Keith Lewis up here at the top with his hair toe out. All right, the Keenan Dennis right here. I want to say that's Jermaine Donald. Robert Moody right here, Gary Price, Corey Boyd, Linton Verbernen Jr., Leo Tate Sr., Derek Groves, and Antoine Macy, okay, with all these damn tattoos on his face. He might be in the gang, child. Ooh. So if y'all see any of these faces out on the streets out there, child, all right, because you know most people, when they on the run, they don't necessarily stay in New Orleans where they left or where they ran from. They're going to be spreading out so that they can kind of, be from under the radar a little bit, all right? They may be somewhere in Atlanta. They may be in a city near you. So if you see any of these faces, I'm going to leave it up a little bit so you guys can see them. Because a lot of times, a lot of them will run to social media, honey, looking for a place to stay. A stupid woman, desperate woman, be done moved them right on in. And the next thing you know, child, y'all know how women be. I only knew him for 7 days and moved him right up in your damn house. And now your ass caught up. So I'm going to leave it up there just a little bit. Y'all scroll, look through these damn pictures, and we're going to move on. All right, for those of you on dating sites, don't do it, honey. Abort mission. Abort mission, because they dangerous. Obviously, they're in jail. They all look crazy and dangerous as hell. So, yeah. Especially this one down here with these tats in his face. He look like he going to be in there a while. But let's move on, child. Oh, Jesus. Folk are crazy. Folk are crazy. All right, so we got 2 more topics that we're going to run through. As you guys followed my video yesterday where show where Sonny went live, Sonny Minks from St. Louis, y'all, they had like a huge storm there. Prayers up to everybody in St. Louis. If you're from St. Louis and you're watching me, or if you know someone from St. Louis or have family there, prayers to them guys, because a huge storm came through there and wrecked a city, y'all. Sonny was riding around yesterday in it and was showing some of the aftermath, but I went ahead and pulled up here so that you guys can see what.
Here's Redbud, y'all. We got hit pretty bad. All the trees, cars, people's roofs. All this damage. Here's Redbud, y'all.
Look at all that.
We got hit pretty bad.
Devastation.
Hey, man, it's a tornado, man.
Yeah.
We're in the tornado. Oh shit! Oh shit!
Oh my God.
What you with me? Come on, back. Hey man, it's a tornado, man. We're in the tornado. Oh shit! Oh shit!
All right, look there. This is St. Louis, y'all. It's like a third world country.
Proceed to the route.
Oh, they gotta do them. Oh my God, somebody.
Shit, that's people in there.
Brandon, I'm recording this.
It looks like somebody's maybe apartment or something, and somebody's still actually inside where this devastation came through there and just blew the whole damn side off the place, y'all. That shit crazy. People still up in there, like living in there.
Oh my God.
It's St. Louis.
They're calling her out of there. Please get her, Jesus.
I hope she in there.
Please, Jesus.
Oh
please.
Like,
who's in there? I don't know. Oh my God. Oh my God, they stuck.
Proceed to the route.
Oh, they gotta do them. Oh my God, somebody.
Shit, that's people in there.
Brandon, I'm recording this.
Oh my God.
Wow.
They're calling her out of there. Please get her, Jesus.
I hope she in there.
Please, Jesus.
Oh
please.
All right.
Who's in there? I don't know.
One more time.
Come on, back. Hey man, it's a tornado, man. We're in the tornado. Oh shit! Oh.
All right.
All the trees, cars, people's roofs.
Look at that. Mm-hmm. Damn.
All this damage.
That's bad.
All right, here's red, but
That's bad. So prayers up for everyone in St. Louis. If you have family there, even if you don't know somebody there, still pray, because that's a huge devastation. It looked like a lot of people lost everything. A lot of people lost everything. So prayers up. Sunny, I hope Sunny is doing well, because y'all know she lives there as well in St. Louis. She was driving around, looking at all the devastation at the aftermath of it all. Okay. So yeah, honey, that look like a third world country over there. Let's get into Carlos King. This is the last topic. With his lying ass talking about, I give all Black people their first job with Kingdom Reigns Entertainment. Okay. Yeah, let's get into his crazy ass. So Carlos Child did a post. He says, thank you, Newsweek, for spotlighting me and my production company, Kingdom Reigns Entertainment, and to the wonderful journalist, Janine Bolden, for the fantastic interview. So he sat down to talk about all of his shows and how he's such a great producer. Well, all of the men on your show just about have some type of abusive tendencies, whether it's emotional, psychological, physical. Look at Martell. Y'all know he and Martell just fell out because Martell just unfollowed his ass. I told y'all that yesterday. But Carlos, you just had a production or a cameraman who also that you employed under Kingdom Reigns Entertainment, who very badly beat up another woman, blackened her eyes and cracked some ribs as well. That you hired this individual and you kept him on your payroll, and then as soon as the woman came forward to speak her piece and talk about what went on, she was still hired on there, and then he later on was let go, or he maybe let himself go. But the fact of the matter is, even when you found out what was going on with said person, and his name also I think was King, you let him still be employed under Kingdom Reigns Entertainment, knowing he done beat up a whole woman out here. So you don't give a fuck about nobody, just like you didn't give a damn about Latrice Rogers and her husband up over there, old Ernie, with his Ernie looking self over there, where he put his hands on her and there were visible bruises as well. Y'all filmed it. Kingdom Reigns Entertainment filmed Latrice Rogers being verbally and physically abused on your show, Bell Collective, Carlos King. And you want to sit up here talking about you give all Black people their first jobs and you care about Black people and their success. Well, what about the people on your shows who are being abused, just like Melody Cherie Rogers, where her husband run up in her face and physically and sometimes verbally and psychologically abuse her. And he also was in court for revenge P and some other charges, okay? Child custody. And you filmed all of these things to put it on your show for clout, and not gave one damn about nobody else except your ratings. But let's get into what he had to say. So it says, Carlos King, child, the media mogul making diversity reality on TV. according to May 14th of 2025, it says that when it comes to reality television, Carlos King is undoubtedly one of the most influential minds in the genre. Okay, it says that as the CEO of Kingdom Reign Entertainment, he has produced some of the most talked about shows shaping the landscape of unscripted television. All right, so let's get into what Carlos had to say while he's so braggadocious and hiring. Okay, the majority of your cast and or crew are abusive individuals. Let's go.
They have a large, diverse group of producers that comes from all walks of life. My company is ran by Black women. So to be able to know that I've given opportunities to people of color to be first-time executives, first-time producers. And one of those people, he's currently show running Love and Marriage Huntsville. Another one is show running Bell Collective. And they're both Black men. So I grow my team to excel in their own endeavor. So that makes me proud. These people are first-time homeowners. These people are first-time six-figure earners in their families, and they're able to provide a lifestyle for their parents. So that to me will always be the most fruitful, giving people opportunities in front of the camera and behind the scenes. And yes, I may be the face of the company, but I give them so much credit in terms of the work that we have done together. But behind the cameras.
So, and even in front of the cameras, look at people like, and no shade. Y'all know Wanda was on the show. It was very controversial how she talked about Melody's kids, their hair, how she don't want her grandkids to go over and have sleepovers with Melody's kids because she feel that Melody's kids will cut Tisha's kids' hair because they got more longer hair than Mel's kids. Let's not forget about all of the verbal stuff that was going on, verbal abuse that was going on your shows. Let's not forget about Love and Marriage Detroit. It just came out where there was a whole husband on there talking shit about his family and his wife being verbally and psychologically abusive towards her as well. Okay. Christina Bowman's husband with his abusive ass talking about, I almost divorced my kids too. Like Carlos, he go up for shit like that. And he sat up and laughed when that shit was said. And I didn't like that. But all of his shows, and let's not forget all the women who have talked about Carlos and how they were treated on the show. Let's not forget about So Gucci, who quit Bell Collective. Let's not forget about Akeisha, who walked away because she was tired of the bullshit, how they were put into a whole scene where there was a whole huge fight and the cameras kept rolling. Carlos had to get that footage for ratings. Meanwhile, somebody's safety was at risk because Carlos just had to keep filming, and these people wound up quitting the show. You lost 4 employees in 1 week on Bell Collective. Let's not forget about in December how Melody Cherie stepped back, the star of your show Love and Marriage Huntsville, and quit the show because she too was put in many situations where she too was in an abusive situation with Martell and the rest of the cast on your show who you paid to go after her and her fan base as well. All right. Let's not forget about that shit. Let's not forget about shout out to Winter from Love and Marriage DC, how she came forward to talk about her treatment on the show. So you really have it out for Black women, and you always praise Black men for being the abusers that they are, and you profit from that, Carlos. So spare me of getting on here and patting yourself on the back for being this mogul, this entertainment mogul, when really it is hidden in abuse. And we're gonna call it for what it is. And I don't give a hot boiling damn who get mad about it. That's just what it is. That's what it is. I'm gonna play it one more time and we're gonna get out of here.
I have a large, diverse group of producers that comes from all walks of life. My company is ran by Black women. So to be able to know that I've given opportunities to people of color to be first-time executives, first-time producers. And one of those people, he's currently show running Love and Marriage Huntsville. Another one is show running Bell Collective. And they're both Black men. So I grow my team to excel in their own endeavor. So that makes me proud. These people are first-time homeowners. These people are first-time six-figure earners in their families, and they're able to provide a lifestyle for their parents. So that to me will always be the most fruitful, giving people opportunities in front of the camera and behind the scenes. And yes, I may be the face of the company, but I give them so much credit in terms of the work that we have done together. But behind,
give them opportunities, but you also put them in abusive situations. So we're really not going to praise that, Carlos, and I just cannot. But that is our show, guys. All right, we're gonna stay on. Y'all can put in the comments what y'all think about all of this. I gave you guys my account on how I feel about what you guys just saw here. So y'all can put in there what y'all think about the 11 inmates that are on the loose. Well, it's 9 now. It's 9 now because they caught 2. But so y'all can put in there what y'all feel about that. Put in your comments what you feel about Carlos and what he has to say about him being the top dog in production and how he give all these black people jobs and first time opportunities. Okay, prayers for St. Louis. Y'all can put in there what y'all think about the devastation going on there. The updates on Diddy and also the updates on Real Housewives of Atlanta, where Porsha Williams gave a warning out to Shamea. All right, so y'all can put your comments in there about that, how y'all feel. Shout out to all of my mods, Bill Wilson, KBR, Tyra, Scorpion Miss, Rose Armstead, and Truth TV Podcast. Thank y'all so much for doing an awesome job. Okay, thank y'all so much, and I appreciate all of the content creators that stopped by. I saw you, Schoolboy Sunny Days. I saw you here. And if we had any more content creators that I missed, y'all, thank y'all for stopping by. My Care Millions, of course, y'all know I love you guys down, and thanks for supporting the channel as well. Don't forget to click that or tap that like button to support the video and push it into the algorithm. All right. Until the next time, to the next video, I will see you guys later, and enjoy your Saturday. If nothing else, let's go.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range, 'cause I